you want to do a construction social media business? And I told him that was like the dumbest thing I've ever heard.
That's why I was like, fuck that. I could stay in the fight game without getting my head caved in. Fighting was the only thing that I knew. Everyone was kind of fucking around doing their thing and partying, whereas me, I was on a Saturday night traveling to the US to go and train. But I learned more from fighting and transitioning it into business. And let's take the things that I've learned and turn it into something positive where I can support the people that I want.
You look at the best guys in the UFC, and for the most part, they're fun to watch, they're charismatic, they speak well, they have something about them that separates them from the pack.
You training with Connor, that alone should just be like a massive fucking milestone.
You know what? It was after.
I want to perform for him, but I also don't want to die.
The Break Talk, taking it to another level. Better get ready with your host, Adam and Loretto. The dopest show that you ever heard, ever seen. The podcast about nothing and everything. Yeah, the Break Talk. Yeah, break.
Okay, fuck your video game talk.
Dorks.
Tristan, you have a cauliflower ear.
Yeah.
One.
Uh-huh.
And we don't have any. So you look tougher than all of us automatically.
Also not
He is
true.
tougher than
Not true. Not true at all. There's got to be some truth to it.
bit.
No, you guys would probably beat my ass.
Yeah, I'm sure.
I've tried.
That's something that like a humble fighter would say.
I guess. But actually, you know what? Fucking Goys can actually strike his ass off.
Everyone keeps telling me that Goys can strike
I'm
his
not
ass
kidding.
off.
The kid can actually strike like very, very well. He just doesn't want to say it. Like he sparks
humble.
He
Like,
sparks my
you
brother.
got to be that guy with the weight and try and get some
Like,
cauliflowers.
I'm going to be in the back, and like when the guy's like almost knocked out, I'm going to run in there and just clock him. I got enough to like finish the job, but like if shit pops off, like Tristan, go handle that.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
I'm not kicking it off.
Well, I'm just diving at the legs. There's no point in me striking.
Kind of get.
So you're you're strictly wrestling heavy fighter. Like, are you always trying to take the fight to the ground?
Personally, just because I can dictate where the fight goes.
Right.
But when I grew up, I did fight. Like I did everything.
Right.
And then when I transitioned to wrestling, it was strictly grappling. And then when we started the business, I just was like, wrestling's not it for me. There's no money in it. I already did what I wanted to do in the sport. Like I was successful. So I left that and then started doing grappling or MMA or whatever, just training.
Mhm.
And then did cool shit from there.
Yeah, cool fish from there.
So how did you guys actually meet? Because like you're from a
feel like
completely
actually-
different.
It's like a
You have a better story about that.
yeah. It's not like that much of a story. I was filming at Tristan's gym with Mike. So I was Mike's videographer. He was training at Andre's at the Grappling Garden in Hamilton. Tristan was there. And I think he saw me like at the gym a bunch of times. Like, what the fuck is going on here? Why are you always here? We spoke about like what the business was doing. And this cocky prick was like, I can fix your business. Like I can make it way better. I basically told him to go fuck himself. He's like, let me just take you to dinner. We'll talk about what I can help with. And if it goes well, then we can talk about working together. And me at that point, like I'm running the most like ad hoc social media nonsense company of all time. Like it's Jazz and Mike. I'm trying to sign other fighters. I'm trying to make shit work. But he comes from like a business corporate background. So he knows like the ins and outs of how a business should be run. I'm just making shit work like from a creative perspective. Like this looks good. I want to make cool videos. I want to do stuff that motivates me. But like he came in and made it a business. Right? Like mine was cool and great connections. And I knew a lot of fighters because of my time at the UFC. But when he came in, he's like, we need systems, we need tech, we need all this shit that I knew nothing about. And after one dinner, I'm like, yeah, this kid can probably help me out a little bit. And been working together ever since.
Like I came from tech sales background. So when the company that I was working at, it was more of a startup than anything. So I was playing a million different roles. Although I was in sales, I was still like understanding every single department. So I saw the business grow. I think it was to a point where they were like worth like, I think they were at like 800 million, but they grew to like 3 billion and I was still at the company at that time. I wanted to run a construction social media company because my dad owns a construction company and they're kind of so behind in their time that they didn't want to leverage socials whatsoever. So I saw him with a camera. I was like, what the fuck does this kid do? So I wanted to understand. And he was brilliant when I met him. And then also...
First time he's ever said that, by the way.
So not true. And then on top of that, he had all of these connections. But it's like, how can we leverage these connections to actually create it into a business?
Right.
So then that's where we just put our heads together and figured out like, how can we develop what you have so far and put it into something that's going to be functional? So that's where we kind of put our heads together and
You want to do
scaled
a
it from there.
construction social media business. And I told him that was like the dumbest thing I've ever heard. I'm like,
Well, construction's behind on the whole social media.
they don't
thing.
care, man. They just want to go build a house and be done.
Yeah.
no shit.
Yeah.
That's why
Yeah.
I was like, fuck that.
Like-
I could stay in the
I'm
fight
like-
game without getting my head caved in. So I was
Yeah.
like, yeah,
I'm
absolutely.
like, how about you just don't do construction stuff and come help me do this? And he left a pretty good job. Like he left a high paying job for like very little upside. It looked like at the time he left a great salary. We were early days. We were probably making like $2,000 a month, if that.
Literally.
He
Yeah.
offered to work for free for like as long as it took to make money. He's
But
like,
he bought dinner.
he bought dinner.
I always
Yeah,
buy dinner.
he bought a nice dinner too. He didn't actually. I might have paid for that dinner.
No, you didn't.
No?
No, fuck no. I'm like, I want to be a part owner, and I'm gonna make you pay for dinner.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
He took equity pretty quick, and I was very hesitant. Like I spent, I don't know, 8 years trying to build this thing, coming from where I came from, and trying to build this thing and trying to grow it. And right away, he's like, "Hey, like here's the percentage I want," which was hefty, but he did enough at that dinner to convince me that he was worth taking the chance on based on where we were, where we could go. That it made sense, and it wasn't a bad decision. Like he
Probably not.
He pisses me off, like drives me
It
nuts.
goes
But like,
both fucking ways.
yeah, like he pisses me off, but it works well.
but we still
Like,
dress the same, so it,
yeah, that
Yeah.
that
It seems like you're a good like first date dude. Like,
well, kind of
oh,
have to.
boy, is he ever.
Yeah.
I mean, like for him to say all that on one dinner is
Yeah.
kind of that's a little bit bold. Like he gave you percentages in his company that he's been working for or working up for 8
Yeah.
years.
Yeah.
And he was just, I mean,
No,
you
it's
got
more of a confidence thing than anything. Like,
Cocky.
what the fuck? I'm just gonna like, I'm not gonna. I knew that I would provide value.
right.
If I'm not gonna provide value, then I'm not gonna meet you. But if I have something to offer, then I'm just gonna say it how it is. Mean
He's
what
g-
you say.
he's good at what he
say
does.
you mean, whatever, that kind of situation. But
So do you use this in other aspects in life?
pretty well everything, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
I don't stick to things that I'm not good at. Like I'm either all in or I'm all out. That's just how my personality is. So it's been like that forever. Like when I grew up, fighting was the only thing that I knew. Everyone was kind of fucking around doing their thing and partying, whereas me, I was on a Saturday night traveling to the US to go and train. So that was my life growing up.
I
Had
feel like
dinners
you-
in a truck. Like that's
You
that was
have
me
to have
every
that
day.
mentality as a fighter, though, in a sense of like,
Yeah.
you got to be dialed in. You have to be different. You got to be different. Like we talk about it all the time. Like people who enter the octagon or any sort of fighting stage or ring or whatever,
You have to be
there's something up there that's crazy.
you have to be a
alright.
tad delusional.
Yeah, a little bit. You
So-
do. That's just the reality of it.
And I came to reality later in my life that like the Olympics is just not something that I can continue doing because I'm going to be 28 years old and still living in my mother's basement trying to strive for something that's not obtainable for any Canadian athlete. There's like only maybe a select few that have been able to do it, but the only reason why they were able to do it is because they traveled to the States
Right.
and they're under these really good coaches and really good teams and good partners that's literally what they live for. Whereas Canada, you have all these privileges and shit that people don't really give a fuck to fight.
Yeah.
So
Fair.
that was my thing. But I learned more from fighting and transitioning it into business in an intelligent way than what most people do. Usually people will just stick to fighting and that's all they want to do. Whereas I'm like, let's take the things that I've learned and turn it into something positive where I can support the people that I want.
It's a good way to look at it, to be honest with you. I don't think everyone looks at it with that lens, but that's good. I mean, it got you where you are now, so that's good.
Still plucking away, but yeah.
Yeah.
It's a good
I
start.
think from a business perspective, like you look at people who have achieved good things in combat sports, and it tells you a lot about who they are as a person. Anyone who's been through the ringer with training, with fighting, with wrestling, you know that they're A, resilient, B, hardworking, C, they're willing to take a beating. So when we met, I'm like, look, I know that he's got all these traits already just from being on the mats.
Right.
Is he like a decent human being? Can he work his ass off? All that stuff. You know that that's there. So the rest is like, do we work well together? Can he be a team player? Will he not take a salary for 2 years and help me out? You know, those help. But
Well,
That's good.
Even when we started, if I'm being honest, it was kind of
it
just,
took off quick.
yeah, like
Yeah,
it was just,
We clicked quick.
yeah. So
You guys kind of got that vibe, or you just kind of,
we
you
feed
guys
off of
literally look the same right
Yeah, I
we're
now.
know.
opposites,
This is
but similar in a lot of ways. Like his opposites directly help the company start to finish. Whereas me, I'm on a completely different side of things. I'm a
Right.
little bit more serious. I'm a little bit more reserved. I try to be as strategic as possible. He is phenomenal with people, builds great rapport, very creative. It's like those things work hand in hand. And then the things that we're similar at is just brings everything together where it needs to be to put us in a very good position to be successful.
Good match.
Yeah.
I think that's honestly similar to kind of me and Loretto, how we kind of started the podcast is in a way we're kind of two different, completely different people. But we have different takes and different avenues where we bring them together, it turns into like a decent show.
Yeah.
But obviously one's more funnier, one's not.
Which one is that?
It's obvious, but but we bounce the same way you guys bounce ideas off each other from different thought processes is kind of how I think to be successful, right?
You need both.
You need a team.
Yeah.
Yeah, you do. You
And
do.
I think that's the best way to elevate in life. But my question to you guys is, both of you guys being in the fight game for so long, with combat sports growing as big as it is, how is it that the social media now takes a big toll on people? Like, as opposed to back then, it was just be the best fighter and you kind of just advance. Now it's kind of like social media personalities. And do you guys kind of target people with potential in that aspect, or are you guys still looking for like the best fighters in that sense?
Social is like, at the end of the day, as much as you're a fighter, you're still an entertainer. Like anything that's on TV, anything that's part of this world, like any major sport, you're an entertainer at its core, right? Like all sport is entertainment. Entertainment is sport. Obviously, you have to be great at what you do to make sure that it supports the entertainment side. But like you look at the best guys in the UFC, and for the most part, they're fun to watch. They're charismatic. They speak well. They have something about them that separates them from the pack. So with Jazz and Mike, it was like proximity was a huge thing, because when I started filming, they were local. They were like the two closest fighters to us at the time, even though they weren't necessarily like UFC stars at the time. They were at Niagara Top Team. I'm studying at Brock. For me, I'm just trying to flex like camera skills anywhere I can to learn. I got so lucky running into Jazz and Mike.
How did that happen? You keep mentioning that.
Yeah.
Obviously, you're referring to Jasmine Jazavishin and Mike Malott, for everyone who doesn't know that. But
yeah, so I started my videography career because I wanted to sneak into sports events. Like I wanted to go to like basketball games, hockey games, football games, but I didn't want to pay. So like I would go to Best Buy, I would rent a camera, and I would just like sneak down to courtside. And like when you have a camera, nobody really asks questions. So I would like grab a camera.
crazy.
I didn't even know how to use it. I literally just rented a camera. I'd walk down to courtside, and like the first experience I had was like, it was like U18 America's basketball in St. Catharines. RJ Barrett was playing. He was like 17 years old at the time. And I'm like, I want to go watch RJ play, but I don't want to buy a ticket. So I rented a camera from Best Buy. I went down to courtside, and this lady came up to me. She's like, "Where's your media pass?" I'm like, "I didn't get one." And she's like, "Well, then go grab one in the back, silly." I'm like, "Perfect." So I sat there all game, didn't take a single picture, and just watched RJ play.
What the fuck?
And I'm like, that works. So I kept doing it over and over again. And then one of the kids that I was shooting with consistently, like sitting courtside with while he was working, he was like, "Hey man, like, I'm not seeing you take any pictures." I'm like, "Yeah, I don't do that."
you're just holding the camera for fun.
I'm just holding it. Like I'll like put it up to my eyes a few times, like, "Oh, that was a good shot." But he was like, "Do you want me to show you how to like use it?" And I'll give him a shout out. His name is Ruben Polanski. He's a great kid. So innocent, so sweet. And he like taught me how to shoot while I was courtside shooting for these sporting events. So I would just do that every time. Just go rent a camera, go down, and eventually I'm like,
so sorry, you would
Yeah.
sit where the camera people were.
yeah, I'd sit like
on the court.
right on the court.
And no one fucking questioned anything?
No, it's like a U18 basketball tournament in St. Catharines. No one cares. Like as long as you're there, they're not going to kick you out.
To be fair, you still do
That's
that shit
insane.
now. You'll get
I
away
still
with
do it
anything.
now. Yeah, like
You'll still get away with anything.
the difference between Tristan and I is he asked for permission, I asked for forgiveness.
Yeah.
So I will push boundaries. Like we
He
went
doesn't
to,
give a fuck.
we went to Seattle, and I might get in trouble for this, but whatever. I did work at the UFC for a while, so I had a media pass. Like I worked there for 2 years as a media member covering the sport. But I no longer worked there after this stint. I was doing Deer Combat, but I still wanted to be part of the media. So I'd like grab my camera and I like snuck into an event. Everyone knew me there, even though I wasn't credentialed. So we snuck up to like the top row of a venue. I pretended I was media, and I was like, "Yeah, we can just sit here and shoot as media and be fine." And we got caught within like 30 seconds, like security, cops, everything. But we will take chances to try to get shit done.
Wow.
Like I'll sneak into places with a camera, and I'll still do that to this day. Like I'll try to sneak into FIFA when they come, for sure,
Yeah?
100%.
I don't think that's gonna work, but
I
worth
didn't
a
think it was.
shot.
I didn't think it was going to work at RJ Barrett's
He
game.
always
yeah,
finds
but that's a
a way.
U18. This is the FIFA World Cup.
It worked at the UFC.
I
for
will
a
tell
while.
you, he will always find a way.
I'll try. I'll try for sure.
So, but how do you get into the building though if you don't have a
Just
ticket?
holding a camera.
They just let you in, no ticket.
If you're holding a camera, they usually don't ask questions. And it's the bigger the camera setup is, the less questions they ask. So like put like a monitor on there, put a mic, and they're like, yeah, this guy knows what's up.
Dude, I didn't even know you could rent cameras at
Yeah.
Best Buy.
I'm gonna go to the bank.
Yep.
I'm gonna hold a camera.
Yeah.
Like I just need a million.
I'm telling you, it works.
Just fucking.
For any like
Off the
young
camera?
kids listening and they want to get into events, just go buy a camera,
camera.
return it the next day.
You ever see the things where like you can do anything with a construction with
The
a
vest?
high vis
The-
vest
yeah,
and like a tools, and I see people like just walk into like fucking-
McDonald's
yeah,
and shit. Yeah,
and
they're
they'll
like,
walk
I'm
in the
here to
back.
fix the ice cream machine.
Yeah, and they just like tap it with like fucking with like nothing.
Incredible.
Yeah, I saw one guy grab an ice cream cone and just tap the machine because I think you guys are all good here, and then just walked out.
God forbid they actually fix it one time. Eh?
Yeah, I
Some
know.
people
steal
even
shit?
pretend to be the
that's
health and safety.
That's
So
good.
like they'll
Yeah,
go
like
into
that.
like I've seen the videos on Instagram where they pretend to like they're I guess grading them, making sure all the
Yeah.
food's up to grade and it's clean in there. They go into Subway, they walk to the back, and the guy's just standing there and he has his meta glasses on and he's just videotaping himself walking in circles in the back of Subway, and they goes, "Yeah, you guys passed. See you later."
Yeah.
And the workers just let him
They
right
don't
in.
even ask.
Just think about who's the security there, who's going to stop you. It's
Yeah.
just workers. They're making
It's also
their minimum wage, and
Subway.
yeah.
Nobody gives a
But
shit.
it's the same thing with sports events. Like,
Yeah, but it goes back to what Tristan was saying about confidence, right?
Yeah.
Because that's like purely confidence. If you walk in thinking, or you're like your body's portraying like I'm going in,
yeah.
I should be here. It's kind of like asking for a beer at the bar when you're underage.
Yeah. Just got to make it
It's-
seem like you
It's
belong.
confidence.
Also, what's the worst thing that's going to happen? You
They
get
say
kicked
no.
out. They say no. Oh, well, try again next day.
Yeah,
all good.
Just a different gate.
It's just a different gate.
Yeah.
Like, it's-
yeah.
Don't go to the
That's
same gate.
that's like a life hack.
yeah, for sure. Just fake it till you make it.
So we
That's-
gotta. Why don't we just bring our cameras? Well, you had like the big.
Yeah, it's like, it's not the biggest
We can
camera
go
rig,
rent
but
one.
you saw it. You saw it when we were at I wasn't supposed to be inside the venue when we were at Winnipeg.
Yeah, I was questioning
Yeah.
that because you kind of just like got in,
Yeah,
and it was before the gates opened.
correct.
And then I was on the phone with you. I was in a team store, and
Yeah.
you were on the
Inside.
inside, and they didn't open the gates to the public yet.
Yeah.
Like the fighters were just getting in, and he
so
was
this
just
was
in
just you with the
Just
camera.
like last week, yeah. This was this
there. It
weekend.
was 4 days ago.
Yeah.
I think it's because you fit the role. I'm questioning this because I'm looking at this like not one person would be like, "Hey man, like where are you from?"
Also, I don't look like a threat.
No, right?
No.
Like I was 5'8" Jewish kid with an afro. Like
Yeah.
he's not going to cause any trouble.
probably
With
think
no
you own it.
cauliflower
No
ears.
cauliflower ear. I'm fine.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Fuck.
I feel like that might help though if you're at the UFC. If you have
for sure. For him,
Cauliflower.
yeah. Well, he could pass as a fighter. I'd pass as fighter videographer.
That's why you have the camera, so you're
That's what
fine.
I'm saying.
I
it
just look
works.
like an asshole.
No, you don't. You look like a fighter. Like everywhere we go, someone's like, they're like, "Oh, he fights," and you. I'm like, I don't know.
Whatever you want.
I'm just here, man.
So when you met Mike and Jazz, what was your like? Where were they at? What was that?
Yeah, that was the initial question. I was filming in Niagara. I was like building this skill of being a videographer after I realized that if you're going to sneak in, you may as well take some pictures while you're there. I'm like, this is kind of cool. I'm already at these events. I may as well try to take some pictures.
Right.
May as well
Well,
learn a skill while you're sitting courtside.
Yeah.
And like, I started really enjoying it. Like starting to just do photo for like these cool people. My first photo ever was of RJ Barrett. But I'm like, that's a pretty good start. And then I was training at the time, so I fell in love with the sport. I'm like, well, I like shooting photos and video, and I like training. I may as well document some of the people in my area. And Chris Prickett, the head coach at Niagara Top Team, was nice enough to let me come film for NTT while I was figuring it out. And like Jazz was there, and Jazz became like one of the top talents at the gym, and I was always filming and always there, and I just fell in love with like the highest level of MMA in Canada at the time. And Jazz and I got close, and once I left the UFC situation, I was like, well, I got to make some money now because now I got nothing going on. Jazz let me run her socials.
Wow.
For social media.
Yeah.
And then Mike came into the picture shortly after.
We were at a Vegas event for Jazz's fight. Mike was like, hey, like, who's doing all your social media shit? And ended up meeting Mike, and I started doing Mike stuff, and it evolved from like social media stuff to brand partnerships to then production when Tristan came in. Because he's like, we should probably make some actual money if we're going to do this. And social media it pays, But if you're trying to build like an actual
Business.
business, you gotta see some kind of future potential there. But it's a fun place to be. Building a business is a cool place to be. Obviously, it's a pain in the ass sometimes.
It's got his fucking headaches.
It's got its headaches, but I mean,
You have Troy.
we have Troy, so thank God. If
Shout out
Troy's-
Troy.
if
Shout out
when-
Troy.
when Troy's
Honestly, he
editing-
deserves the biggest shout
Yeah.
out for that. He saves us.
we could talk about Troy for like an hour. On this
Troy's our
podcast.
editor.
Yes.
For
And
those who are-
theirs.
And
and
ours,
theirs.
yeah.
And
Troy-
the reason we know Troy.
I feel bad.
And
We
the
put
reason
that
this
kid, we
podcast
put him
runs.
through the
We
ringer.
put
too.
Troy through hell, and he never complains. He never moans. He never bitches. He's like, I'll get it done, no problem. You guys are way over your head. I'll take care of it. So thank you, Troy. Appreciate you, buddy.
Yeah. Shout
That's
out
awesome.
Troy.
Shout out Troy.
That's
The GOAT.
awesome.
Yeah.
So now, do you manage only fighters, or do you guys want to branch out? Because having full combat, you guys kind of cater towards obviously combat sports
Deer
athletes,
Combat is
or
the
Deer Combat. Sorry,
Deer Combat.
you guys cater towards combat sports athletes. Do you guys have any other athletes that are not fighters?
We branched out completely.
Oh, okay.
Like we started with fighters. It wasn't the most like fruitful way of running a business, like just solely focusing on the sponsorship side. And it's a lot easier than people think to actually reach out to management, especially with what we had going on, where it was easy to get access to these athletes, influencers, celebrities, whoever it may be. As long as we're bringing them the right deal, they'll have a conversation with us. So we did that for a bit, and then it transitioned fully to production, where we're able to integrate these athletes, influenced celebrities, or whatever, into the content that we're doing. So that kind of bridged the gap between what we're doing and what everyone else is doing on the market from a marketing side.
That's interesting. So now you've completely changed your, I guess, mentality from where you first started
Yeah, we thought it was going to be
fighting.
fighting.
Yeah.
Still is, but working with brands is definitely a lot more scalable than solely focusing on each individual athlete. Because for me, I'm solely focused on how we're going to scale in the most efficient way where it's going to be successful. And scaling where we're just focusing on individual athletes' pages is just not a way to do it.
Right.
We walked through every single avenue on how we would make that work.
Yeah.
And it just wasn't the
On
right
paper,
direction.
it could make sense, but like it was the slowest and least efficient way to scale possible.
Yeah.
So if someone were to ask like what Deer Combat does,
Yeah.
or like your full side of work, what would that be?
Right now, we're like a full scale production and management company. I think we're one of the only agencies in the world that does high production development. Like we'll shoot content for UGC, paid ads, broadcast commercials, but we also have access to athletes. So like we'll take any content opportunity, and then we have connections with the major management agencies and the UFC guys and major sports. We can integrate athletes into the content for significantly cheaper than you would get reaching out to them directly. And I think that creatively we've taken a step up from like what is traditional in production, where like you'll see like 70-person crews for a commercial, where like 50 are doing nothing. 50 people are just sitting around doing nothing, just like scratching their balls on set.
Right.
So for us, like we can do it with 15 to 20 people tops. It's true. Like if you go to any big set, like we were on a set the other week where we were sharing a space. There's guys sleeping on the couch from their production crew, like passed out while they're shooting. So we've just streamlined the process of creating content while integrating the names and the faces that people love to see on camera, like we did with the GSP commercial where we had Mike and Jazz and all of the Canadian athletes from the UFC in one commercial, just because of the connections.
Yeah,
Right.
and for those who haven't seen, if you have seen the GSP commercial, that previews throughout UFC, Sportsnet as well, right?
Yeah.
That is these guys right here. They are the wizards behind that. It is still awesome. Even when I was there, I was fortunate enough to be behind the scenes of that, and it was fucking awesome because that was my first time seeing how that show goes down and stuff like that, and just seeing the whole processes. And you guys were fucking efficient.
Thank you.
No one
It was
was
a fun
sleeping
one.
on a couch.
That was
Yeah.
fun, man.
It was. I
wanted to.
quick. Yeah. Right.
Yeah.
The only one scratching his balls was Adam.
Yeah.
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 He's
Exactly.
allowed, yeah.
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 He
And
gets
it
a
was.
pass.
It was. It was.
We'll bring him on set from now on just to scratch his balls.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
we
right?
fit the quota of what most agencies do.
Yeah. Or you need someone scratching their balls.
But
right?
it is
Yeah.
cool to see on like a different level. Like I think like being at Skill Trades College for a while now, we've seen different commercials and sets and crews that come in and film. And this past year, when you guys filmed that GSP commercial that is all over everywhere now, that was the most, I guess rewarding in the sense of like, we saw it start from like zero.
Yep.
Right. And it's not a diss to you guys, but from where you guys were introduced to STC to where you guys are now, the company has gone completely in an amazing trajectory up, rather than before it was just on a smaller scale. And to see that firsthand and to be a part of it was amazing. And
Thank you. Appreciate that.
yeah, you guys absolutely killed it. And I think we're already planning the next one.
Yep.
And that's gonna be awesome.
Yep.
So super excited for that. But yeah, it's just being a part of it is awesome. And
It's sick. It's fun
Yeah.
for us too, man. Like for us, when we get to work with these awesome athletes and great brands, like STC has been so good to us, man. From like when we started with Jazz and Mike is just social stuff to where we are now, like working with great people is always going to make everything 10 times better.
right.
Of course, like there's some brands that are more difficult to work with, and
You don't say. Don't say.
we love all our clients. They're all awesome. We love them all equally. It's like picking a favorite kid. We don't. But
Uh-huh.
some you take to the baseball game and some you don't.
Yeah, too fair.
That's one way to put it.
That's the most they'll speak on that.
Yeah. That's about it on
We
that.
love all our clients. They're all awesome.
So what's the next thing for you guys? Obviously you guys have changed your company and you guys are roaming out to so many different things. What's the next, I guess, goal?
Right now, it's honestly dialing in on our departments. So every company has, or our organization has, a specific amount of departments where you need to fulfill it with good people.
For sure.
I feel like we have some holes that we need to fill that gap, and once we fill that, like the actual scalability of the company will go in the right direction. Secondly, like we're on this uptick wave, but it's like, can we have the pipeline that will meet that momentum and continue that? So it's like there's the sales side, but then there's also the creative side and like the actual organization and system side. So if we can tie them all together in a proper way, then that momentum will continue to uptick. If not, then we go back down.
Okay, so no one understood what he said, but
Yeah.
on some cooler shit.
No, that made sense.
No, but that's what he does. Like
Yeah,
you have
that's
to
what I
understand
do.
that.
I'm on the
I don't know what he said either.
specifically.
I understood. No, it makes sense. It makes sense. You need to grow your team
Yeah.
in order to get to the next level.
In my
That's
head, he's
just-
saying like shit's kind of messy right now. Let's fix it before we get bigger.
Right.
But that's
so
why I have
you're
him.
doing the back end,
Literally, that's it.
the stuff that no one sees.
No one sees it.
So you guys are like, and you, what you the
I'm,
same.
I'm
as well.
a little more front facing. Like
Yeah.
on production days, I need to make sure that client is happy and everything's going well creatively.
Right.
But Tristan can sit back on production day and scratch his balls if he wants
Scratch
to.
my
He
balls
doesn't.
or whatever.
He can
There's
do
a lot
whatever
of
he
ball
wants.
scratching going on.
A lot of ball scratching.
Yeah.
Well, I can fuck off. That's not my
He
department.
can.
Yeah, exactly.
Because
I'll do it.
the work that goes into getting the client, signing the client, making sure clients taken care of beforehand, that's all him. Like
Gotcha.
he's doing all the work leading up to to GSP. Let's say like he did everything leading up to GSP, and on game day, I'm just there to make sure that everyone's happy.
Oh, so he gets all the credit.
Correct.
I'm totally fine with that.
Wow.
I like it that
He
way.
deserves
too.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There you go. We're all here like
I'll sit in the back. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
But you know,
It's a good duo, you guys.
That's-
got.
that is
it
an
works,
awesome
Yeah,
man.
it's a
It
good.
works.
It's a good
Yeah.
duo. It's a good
because
duo.
that's the prep work, that the stuff that no one sees, and for me to watch this commercial on Sportsnet when I'm watching UFC, like I'd literally be sitting back rubbing one out, and I'm like, oh shit, that's
Fuck
the
yeah.
fucking SDC.
Why the fuck are you
commercial.
rubbing one out during
No,
UFC,
I
bro?
wouldn't be rubbing one out
GSP
during
gets
At
it
least
going,
UFC.
fucking
man.
George is on it, so I guess.
Yeah, like you know,
Good
there's-
looking
Shout out
lad.
to George. eh?
Yeah, so if George is on, I'll scratch my balls and whatever. And
Scratch
so
your balls,
on.
rub one out,
Rub
and
one
then
out.
continue with
It's
your
fine.
night.
Exactly, and then I'm like, oh shit,
Hey,
like
clip that.
this is.
Yeah, Troy, you heard him.
There's your opener.
I'm like, this is. I'm sitting with the guy behind it, and it's cool to finally see that, because we're in a similar end where we're kind of pushing production and we're kind of seeing how everything works on the back end of stuff. So it is cool to see, and I feel like you watching that commercial was like, oh yeah, looked about right, and how I planned it and stuff like that.
Thing with me is, I don't give a shit. Boys has got it.
I care.
That's
I care.
that's his thing.
Got you.
I can see like the little nitty gritty things. I'm like, okay, that punch wasn't proper. It looked like shit on camera.
Right.
But Goys is the one that takes care of all of the creative stuff. I have no say in it. nor do I want
That's
it.
not true.
I have my little things, but like
Yeah.
he's a professional in that department, so I'm not gonna fuck with it.
It's
Right.
good that you got your lanes though, because like if
Yeah.
you're crossing lanes and stuff like that, like it kind of now you got to hear out two opinions that you both created. So it's like now who do you go with, right? So if you're both staying in your lane and benefiting the company on both sides, it's a win-win.
We both know what we're good at, and we'll give suggestions in certain places, but like he won't step on my toes, I won't step on his. Of course, we'll
Right.
butt heads on some stuff, but and when you're with someone fucking 24 hours a day, like you're gonna hate each other at some point. You're gonna fight, and you're gonna like we lived together for 3 months in Ireland, and that was a whole different story.
And that's
Which is a good story to talk about because we briefly talked about it in Winnipeg, and I don't know how much you can talk about.
they can
about
Say what I
that.
can.
Some you can.
Most of it, yeah.
Okay. Because I want to touch into that, and I was getting there, but we're here now. So, Ireland.
Yeah.
You get flown out there.
No, we were there for work.
You were working there.
Yeah.
And then,
So 2 weeks before we were going out to Ireland to train to film for Jazz. Jazz went out to Ireland.
that's right.
Connor had a fight with Chandler. I'm a short, stocky kid that wrestled. So I thought it was a good fit for myself. So I told these guys, I'm like, I'm going to go into fight camp mode for about 3 weeks. We'll see what happens. If I go with them once, I'd hope you keep me out there. We fly out there. We're on about 24 hours of no sleep. We get to the gym, start filming whatever. There's a jiu-jitsu class. So I'm like, it's John Kavanagh. He's running it. Fuck it. I'm jumping in. So I jump in it, start training. I start going with some of the guys that were there, and Connor walks in about 20 minutes later. Me, I was a fanboy of Connor growing up. Like, that was my guy that I looked up to when I was fighting. Like, I wanted
posters
his
on the wall,
posters on the wall.
like shrine
everything.
to Connor. Like
he's a striker.
He's a striker, but it was his mindset that I really cared about. That guy has an unbreakable mindset, and any fighter that is worth their salt would say the exact same thing. So that was me growing up. So anyways, I saw him walk in. I'm like, oh shit, this is cool. Anyways, he walked in, started training. I'm going with some of his training partners, which I didn't know about. And then I didn't want to be that guy that was like, let's do a round. I wanted to be respectful because even me, when I go to the gym, I don't like when randoms come to me because I don't know if they're going to injure me. I don't know if they're going to act like dickheads, what have you. So anyways, we kind of locked eyes at a certain point. He nodded. I'm like, okay, it's on. Great. Sick. So we started training. I do a round. Round was fun. And then he's like, how long are you staying out here? I was like, as long as you need, I guess. He went up to John, I believe, and John was like, he's only staying here for a week. Connor wanted me to stay out there a little bit longer. And then that was it. I was there for 3 months. I was with him every single day. We trained our ass off, took care of me, took care of his team. Yeah, it was a good time.
So, for those that didn't connect that, it's Conor McGregor he's talking about that he was training with and preparing him for the Chandler fight, which obviously didn't happen.
No.
But there is talks about him returning to International Fight Week this
so.
summer in Vegas.
Yeah.
And it's still a question of who he will fight or if he will fight.
Yeah.
If it's Chandler again, are you expecting a call? Are you going to fly to Ireland? What's the play?
It really depends on the opponent. I'm still in conversation with everyone. If it's someone that's a grappler or has decent wrestling, I'm sure if they need me, they will call me. I hope that they do because I believe that I can provide value in that department. But if it's someone like Holloway, which is very public that everyone's saying that it could be Holloway, it could be Oliveira, it could be Paddy Pimblett. If it's someone like Holloway, who's a lanky striker, they're not going to need me.
Right.
Which is very reasonable. But if it's a grappler, then yeah, I will. I'm in shape. I'll go. No problem.
So you're hoping it's a Chandler.
I'm hoping it's anyone that can wrestle.
he's not religious, but he prays every night that it's Chandler.
I absolutely do.
Yeah.
Yeah, but fuck, it wouldn't be because Chandler's fucking fighting Roofy.
Is he?
Yeah, he's
He
fighting
is.
Roofy on the White House card.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's no way there'd be a turnaround time that quick.
July.
no.
The payday could
No.
be large, and if he beats Ruffy or Roofy, whatever you want to call him, fast, then
Roofy's fucking good.
Yeah.
Roofy's good.
That's a tough fight.
That's a tough fight.
well,
for
he could
Chandler.
lose fast too.
That's also true.
He
Look,
could
he's
lose
been waiting
fast, too.
4 years, 5 years now to fight Connor.
That's what I'm saying. Like
if
he wants
loses,
Connor.
then
He
they're like,
wants
hey, like
Connor.
we need you next month to fight Connor. I think he'd do
I don't
it.
feel
I think-
bad for him than anything.
Yeah,
But he's been waiting forever. To fight
forever.
him.
He He basically gambled his entire UFC career on
With
fighting
Conor.
Connor, and
Yeah.
Connor basically said, like, you will wait as long as I say you're going to wait.
Yeah, which is fair. That call from Connor is
Yeah.
is
It's red panty night.
red panty night,
Yeah.
as he would say. Yeah. So if Connor gives him the call, it doesn't matter if he fought yesterday. He's there.
Yep.
So
As he should
it's-
be.
yeah.
It's crazy to hear because like a lot of speculation when Connor was training for that Chandler fight, it was a lot of people were saying that it, first of all, was never going to happen. He was never training. He was always partying. But from your point of view, you trained with him for 3 months.
What the media puts out there is completely different than than what he actually does. So with him partying and whatnot, that guy was in the gym every single day, training his ass off. And I was there getting my ass beat every single day. So I was the forefront that actually saw everything and how the camp was progressing. That guy was dialed in for quite some time,
Right.
and he would have done very well.
Well, there's no doubt he would have done very well. I think everyone just wants to see one more. I think all the hype and the talk about it is just you need one more out of the guy, and then he could set on a sailboat and just live the rest of his life
Yep.
and do whatever he wants. Like just one more.
Yeah, we need closure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's the best way to put it is closure.
I need closure.
Yeah, you Tristan, like there's a whole array of pictures of like the damage Tristan took over 3 months
Uh-huh.
for that camp. And I think that you deserve to at least see him get back in there one
Mhm.
more time. It's all about you, really. This is what I'm trying to say. Like
I definitely
Connor's
took
great,
some
but I think
damage.
it's more about
I
you.
definitely took some fucking damage.
Connor's great, but this is your time now. Your show.
Really fucking hope
Yeah.
so. We'll see.
So Connor, you training with Connor is like thinking back to where you come from and being in Canada, right?
Mhm.
Which is, not like the States or anything like that. That alone should just be like a massive fucking milestone. Like that is fucking unreal. Like I'm sure that was probably unreal to you too.
You know what? It was after I left.
Yeah, like you trained with the most famous fighter in the world.
When I was there, it was just kind of like a switch, like anything when I was fighting. I was always just kind of like, okay, I'm getting called in. Now I got to kind of get into this mindset where I want to perform for him, but I also don't want to die. So like, I never really had that moment where I could like settle and actually like take in the moment that I had,
Right.
and more came after. But like ever since I left wrestling or whatever, it's been sick. Like who I've gotten to train with, like I've trained with Conor McGregor, Terrence McKinney, Henry Cejudo, Calvin Gastelum, like Mike, Jazz, like all of these different people and all these different legends, and seeing how they all operate differently has been surreal.
Yeah. Now is Connor a type of guy that spars hard?
Oh yeah, he fights.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. He wants to go in a fight. Yeah.
Wow. Because I know
Oh, yeah.
because I know there's some fighters who don't spar as hard, especially closer out to a fight. It's more of like a
It depended on the day, but yeah, he fucking fights,
yeah,
as he should.
right.
Yeah.
He fights his ass off. Yeah.
And being in the training with a guy who's debatably one of the greatest,
Mhm.
how good is he at what he does? Seeing it is it exactly what you thought it would be in that sense?
No, better than what I thought.
Really?
Oh yeah.
Really?
Yeah. I've fought a lot of fighters. I'd like to say I do very well. Him, his striking, his placement, his movement, everything was incredible.
Wow.
Everything he did was phenomenal.
But how did that not put that in your head that you could compete in the UFC in some sort? Like if you're lasting and you're not getting your ass completely beat in fighting Connor, like how does that not go to your head?
I knew I could, but I can stay in the fight game, me and him, without me getting my head caved in.
True.
And do I want to fight under the money that you'd be getting dished out
Right.
from what the fighters are getting currently? That's great for them, like phenomenal. But I didn't want to do that. I already had my fighting
Tristan's
career.
a big spender. He needs lots of money.
As
He likes
Connor would
fancy
say.
things. I have an unhealthy obsession with spending money, but a healthy obsession with making it.
There you go.
So yeah, spend a lot of money, but we make a lot too, so it's fine.
It works out. Tristan likes to order room service
Mhm.
3 times a day and wear nice watches and nice clothes.
Bougie asshole.
Yeah, you're a bougie
That's
asshole.
fine, whatever.
Yeah,
I deserve
fancy
it.
dinners, expensive clothes. So, but he works
Work hard, play hard.
Works hard, play
There
hard.
you go.
So obviously this past weekend was Winnipeg.
Yeah.
Mike and Jazz got huge wins.
Huge wins.
Guys, how was Mike's mentality, Jazz's mentality after the fight?
it never changes, man. Like Jazz and Mike are so dialed in at all times that whether he's fighting whatever, some guy in the bottom 5 of the UFC or Gilbert Burns, like Mike doesn't stray from his process. And I'm sure you've heard him say that like a million times. Like my process is my process. I'm grateful, lots of gratitude. Nothing changes for him. He's there to do his job, get out there, see his family, and then go to bed. Like Mike is not there to party. He's not there for notoriety or fame. He's just really good at what he does. And this weekend, like, I don't think you can have a better performance than he did this weekend. He looked as good as he's ever looked. His wrestling defense was phenomenal.
He didn't he shot at him like maybe 3-4 times.
like,
He didn't get him once.
Not once.
Yeah.
Not even close.
Yeah.
Like, not
It
even on the
wasn't.
entry, nothing.
No.
The striking looked phenomenal. He was extremely patient, and he said it a few times since the fight. He's like, I'm maturing in this game. And obviously, I can't speak to, like, the technical aspect of Mike's fight, but that looked pretty fucking good from a fan's perspective. Like, Mike
For
went
sure.
out there, did exactly what he needed to do, took very little damage. He was the main event. The pressure's on. Like, he looked great. And Jazz did exactly what she needed to do. Jazz came off a tough loss. I'm sure that there was demons there from, the last fight that she needed to shake off.
Well, we gave her a rock to get rid of those
There you go.
demons.
Of course. She's,
Yeah.
you're big
We
on,
did.
you heard that she was big on the rocks?
Well, you told me that.
Oh, yeah,
so
yeah.
I grabbed a rock from
Yeah.
here and I gave it to her.
So you're the reason she won.
I mean,
Why have I not heard that she plays with rocks?
You were
That's the
in
first
her locker room when she was lying on the bed of rocks
No.
in her hotel room. She had the
I thought she just had that stupid blanket thing.
the blanket thing. Yeah, yeah.
Okay, those are
So this is
we heard about that blanket
so
thing.
Jazz-
She told us about
I don't
that.
know if she did it this time, but last fight she lay on a some kind of mat that was supposed to emit like good radiation, and she had it plugged in with a wire to the socket in the hotel room where you plug in your phone. I don't think there was power running to it, but she's convinced that like it was emitting good energy, so she needed to lie on this mat for the fight.
the next step would be hugging a tree.
Correct.
Yeah.
Yes, it was the equivalent to hugging a tree and saying it's helping you fight.
Which she probably does that
Which
too.
she, I'm sure,
100%,
would do
yeah.
too. It was a great win for them both. Jazz fought a very scary girl. Like, Karine Silva is a very talented girl,
She looked good too.
presses forward, very dangerous. That girl had nothing to lose. She's fighting up, right? She wants Jazz's spot. Jazz only has downside to taking that fight, and she doesn't care. Like, she's like, whoever you put in front of me, I will fight her, and I'm going to win. So seeing Jazz come out there with a win, Mike putting on a great performance, the whole team being there, Mike's family, like, that's all you can ask for from a UFC weekend. Mike's going to have a huge fight next. Jazz is going to rightfully make her run back to a title shot. I think she should get a number 4 or a 3 next. And I think it's very possible you see a Canadian event or some other event coming up with like headliner Mike or co-main Mike and Jazz right below. And the work they put in is insane. Like, the work that Jazz puts in and Mike puts into what they do is nobody will ever know like what goes into that.
Did Jasmine's ranking stay the same?
She went down. She was
How?
6, she went to 7.
How?
I don't know. But the UFC rankings are made by media members and fans.
Right. And
So-
Mike jumped to 11.
Mike went to 11.
Mike went
He
to
took
11.
Gilbert's spot.
Oh, Jazz went
Right.
down after the
Jazz
fight.
went to 7.
How do you
I don't know
go
how you go
down
down. I
after
don't
you
know.
win?
Well, what was the rank of
Nine.
He was 9.
9.
But still, like, if you win a fight, you shouldn't.
go down?
Or at least
down.
stay in the same
Stay the
spot
same
that you
spot.
were
Stay, yeah.
before.
It's not like she had a bad performance either. Like, she
No,
fought
no.
off a very dangerous
Yeah, yeah.
chick who won, like, the 16th Brazilian girl that she's fought.
Well, Silva also just fought for the title a few fights ago. No,
Marini?
I thought she did.
No, I don't think so.
Oh.
Different. There's 2 Silvas.
Yeah.
The Break Talk podcast is brought to you by Skilled Trades College. Looking to get involved with the trades but don't know where to start? Where can you find all the info, Loretto?
Head over to skilledtradescollege.ca and get the skills to pay the bills.
This is bringing us to what we call break time. All right. So it is time to build your GOAT. You get 4 categories: mindset, athleticism, clutch factor, and trash talk. You have to pick one athlete for each, but you cannot repeat the names, and it's time to build your version of your GOAT. All right. So, Goys, you want to go
Very
first?
interesting because he only knows one sport, so we'll be quick.
Not wrong there.
Who wants to
Okay.
go first?
I'll go first then.
Okay. So, first, mindset.
I'd go with Mike Tyson.
Okay. Athleticism.
That's good.
Athleticism, probably LeBron.
Okay.
Nice.
The one
Clutch factor.
Clutch factor, MJ.
Trash talk.
Connor.
That's a pretty good GOAT.
That's a good one.
That was pretty
That was
good.
very
I'm surprised you
Not
know who
bad,
LeBron
right?
James
He didn't
is.
have- he didn't have
fuck,
one
I was just
wrestler.
saying. I went outside of fighting for
Yeah.
once.
Yeah.
He named the 3 other athletes he knows outside of fighting.
Okay, Goyce,
LeBron
you're up.
James. What do we got?
You got mindset first.
Mine's time to go with Mikey. Like Mikey is rock solid mindset.
Mikey
Malott.
Malott.
Mike
I
Malott
like that.
mindset.
I like that.
He's dialed.
That's a fact.
He's dialed.
That's a fact.
Yeah.
Athleticism.
Because you didn't use him, I'll go Jordan Burroughs. Like Jordan
Okay.
Burroughs in the wrestling world, like just a freak athlete.
Yeah. I'm surprised he didn't.
He was trying to.
Because I'm fucking told, like, stay out of fighting. So I'm like, fuck,
Yeah.
I'll pick someone else
So,
from another sport that I
if
kind of
he won't-
and then
genuinely
you get flamed
generally
for
know.
it.
Yeah, if he won't
That's
do
what
it,
I'm
I
saying.
will. Because that's what he wanted to say.
Clutch factor.
You took Jordan, so like, I mean, you got to go Kobe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Trash talk.
Josh Hokett.
I love that. I love
Yeah,
that.
you got to give some credit where it's due. Like
Yeah.
everyone hated him before the fight. He put on a great performance. Let's give him some credit.
You think he's getting love now?
Yeah, man.
Fuck.
It was a
We're,
good.
we're going downhill.
Do you like his poetry?
Look, he's a modern.
off,
He's
no.
a modern day Muhammad Ali.
No, he's
Sting like a
not.
sting like a butterfly, float like a bee. Now we have Josh Hokett.
Basically the same thing.
He's fighting Derek Lewis at the White House.
So they say.
What do you
I
mean?
don't know
so
if it's
this-
confirmed.
What are you talking about?
They said it was confirmed on Fight Night, but it's not. I don't think it's official.
Well, I'm sure they're just waiting to sign a dotted line, but
I hope we see it. Like that would
That's a
honestly,
sick
if you look
fight.
at the card, that might be one of the best fights on the card.
I would agree.
100%.
Well, his fight
Yeah.
against, who did he just fight?
Curtis Blades.
Curtis
yeah,
Blades.
Blades.
That was an incredible
if you
fight.
can
That
make
was
it
the best heavyweight
phenomenal.
fight I've ever seen.
That was phenomenal. That was also the best fight on that card.
by far.
Can't even knock
Yeah.
him. Like the guy,
Neither could Curtis.
no, it's like chatted shit and then put on a
Yeah.
performance like that. It was
Yeah.
fucked.
He's just swinging for the fences for 3 rounds. Like
It's most
yeah.
heavyweights.
Dude, I love heavyweights when they're swinging like that and they actually somewhat have stamina.
The difference
Or
is,
they're
like,
still swinging when they don't.
It doesn't last usually when they're swinging like that.
It doesn't,
You don't
but
get a
it did.
3-round fight when they're swinging like that.
Never.
That was the craziest shit I've ever seen.
Yeah, that was wild.
Yeah.
That was actually
Shout
really
out
cool
to Josh
see.
Hokett
Yeah,
and Curtis
Josh
Blades.
Hokett. Yeah. I mean, I don't know what it's like to meet that guy.
Apparently, he's totally normal.
There's no way, dude.
He did an interview with I don't know if it was Helwani or someone else, but he did an interview where he was none of his personalities, where he wasn't like Dan Vato or his other 3 personalities, and he was just talking like a normal guy.
Dude, I saw some shit online when he did a podcast like online and he was wearing his bandana. He was doing like
Yeah.
the whole poetry
His
thing. I'm
character.
like, dude, like just fucking drop it. Like just go normal for a little bit.
Like it goes back to our conversation about like what does it mean to have a personality in the sport? Like if you
Yeah.
want people, we're talking about it.
It's true.
We're sitting
No,
here on a
it's-
podcast talking about some guy that's had 2 fights in the UFC.
Imagine him and Strickland having a conversation.
Oh my god! Imagine Hokett versus Strickland. I know totally different divisions, but like
Yeah. that would
imagine
be-
being on a plane and you've got the middle seat between Josh Hokett and Sean Strickland.
Oh, dude, that'd be
I'd pay so
pure
much
fun.
money for that.
That'd be
Would you?
pure-
Yeah, oh yeah.
I feel like Strickland would just laugh at him. I don't think he'd say shit to him.
Oh, I think they'd be going at it. For,
Really?
like,
Nah,
put me
Strickland.
on put me on like an hour and a half flight to New York with those guys. I'll pay a lot of money for that.
Who you guys, Strickland or Chimaev?
Chimaev.
I got Strickland.
Come on.
Really?
Yeah. I think
But-
people underestimate his wrestling defense.
He's not wrong there. I'll say that. Like Strickland, of every single middleweight that I see, I think Strickland has the closest chance to beating Chimaev.
Also, plus
Come
money,
on.
plus 330 on Strickland. Give me that.
Is it plus 330?
Plus 330.
Oh fuck, I'd hammer
That's what
money
I'm
on
saying.
that. Yeah, absolutely.
that's
just
that's
straight
good
up.
odds.
That's good money.
Well, Strickland's in his I'm gonna get technical here, but Chimaev's cardio isn't the best. He had good cardio against Duplessis,
Yeah.
but I don't think his cardio will be quite there against someone who's in your face that much. And Strickland has much better wrestling defense than Chimaev, and I think that Strickland's striking is better than Chimaev's as well.
Strickland's
So it's up in
striking
the
is
air.
weird.
Yeah.
It's awkward. It's
Strange. Yeah.
It throws everyone off.
Yeah.
It's like a street fight
Yeah.
style, like
But
very
it's
brawl.
Well, he has like
style.
he like shells and he like throws teeps from weird places, like that kind of stuff. Like you don't really see that very often.
yeah.
So
His awareness of range is unmatched. Like I think he just spars 5 times a week. He doesn't train; he just spars.
well, even his performance against Hernandez, like Hernandez is like
Super
a phenomenal grappler, not nearly as good as Chimaev, but the way he was able to shut him down when Hernandez has been running through the entire division was quite impressive.
Truth is, MMA math doesn't work. Like you,
No, you can't.
anyone on any given day. You look at Gilbert versus Hamzat. That was a war. You look at what Mike did to Gilbert. I know it's some time removed, but like MMA math doesn't work. Strickland could go out there and put a beating on Chimaev. Who knows?
No, look at the Yuri.
Yeah.
Like, dude, the guy tore his ACL.
Yeah.
And you choose to stand and bang with someone and not even protect your
Yeah.
face. Like, you become a punching bag and you're on the canvas.
Yeah.
And now Olberg is going to fucking vacate his fucking belt because he's out for, at the very least, a year.
Has he said that or no?
He's
How do you
ACL,
not?
yeah.
Do you think the UFC is going to be okay with that? There's no way.
So what happens now? Interim between Yuri and
No, Yuri doesn't deserve it.
so then who fights?
That
the
division
light
is
heavyweight
just
division's a
falling off
mess.
completely.
Yeah.
It is Pereira's going to win that
Yeah.
fucking
Heavyweight
fight
title.
against
You think?
100%.
What the fuck? I have cereal. I have cereal gone.
No,
Cereal.
man.
Cereal. Cereal gone.
So a little bit of inside baseball here. Tristan doesn't know the names of anybody in any sport, so he just makes it up. So
Sport
Cyril
or-
Gane is cereal. He just makes it up. Islam is like Slama.
Even people that we know, I don't know their fucking name.
Yeah, he doesn't do names. He can't get one right.
I do like your take on that on Gon because I think
No.
Gon's fought way more
Pereira's
tougher.
gonna kill him, man.
Yeah, but
Tougher what?
opponents.
Pereira's fought
Francis-
every big
I
name
don't
in the
know,
UFC
man.
in
Francis
3
Ngannou
divisions.
took-
Gon's big and he has phenomenal striking. I genuine. If I was to put money on it,
Bro,
I would
I
put
think
money
that's
on
going to
Gon.
be a.
Bro,
I think
I'm
that's going to
telling
go the
you.
distance.
This is the worst take Tristan's ever had.
Pereira is going
Really?
to knock
Yeah.
him out. Pereira's
It's
going to
not
knock
gonna be.
him
I
out.
don't think it's gonna be that competitive.
Do not bet against Chama. Like, you just can't. He had that one fight against Chimaev.
No,
was.
Magomed Ankalaev.
Ankalaev, sorry. Ankalaev. Sorry, I mixed up
Yeah,
the Dagestanis.
all the Dagestanis. Some mountain monster.
Ankalaev. But
Yeah.
he came back and
Yeah.
beat him.
Knocked him out in the
Yeah.
first, second,
I
whatever.
think it was the
And
first.
apparently he had staph and a broken wrist or some shit. Okay,
I believe
there's excuses, but he came back and knocked him out, so there had to be something wrong with him.
Again, MMA math again. You look at the Ngannou Cyril Gane fight. Francis Ngannou has taken down Cyril Gane 30 times. Like,
Yeah.
it doesn't.
Pereira's
work.
going to take down Gon.
He could if he wanted to. That's what I'm saying.
He won't.
He won't, but
Absolutely.
but it's not a threat. If you're looking at striker versus striker, are you taking Cyril Gane or are you taking Alex Pereira?
I'm taking Gon simply because of size.
He's not that much
Like,
bigger.
he's a natural
Pereira
heavyweight.
can put on 10 pounds and he's close to
He looks
Gane.
fat right now. Did you see him?
Who? Gane or Pereira?
Pereira.
Pereira always looks fat. He's partying. He's having the time of his life. He's
Yeah,
still
he
a
is.
murderer.
Hence why I will still put money on Gon.
No, you won't.
I will.
Send me the slip.
Absolutely. I will send you the fucking slip.
When I see the slip, I'll believe you. But
Done deal.
your UFC bets have not been.
But
Mm-mm.
Great,
my,
David.
my question to you guys is, you guys like Strickland here. This is good. This could be like a whole
yeah.
take. We have some insider,
Yeah.
with you guys. You guys can break it down. My question is, what happens if Strickland does get down? You guys are talking about takedown defense.
Yeah,
My
but what if
thing
he
is-
gets down? Yeah,
We'll
Do you
get
think he's
back-
taken down?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Chimaev will.
Oh, he's not getting up.
That's the whole thing.
that's the thing.
I don't know, man.
No.
I
He's
look
not.
at it.
He's
No,
not.
he
He's
I-
fucking
I
not.
look at
You
it
guys are
like-
no shot.
underestimating Sean
I look
Strickland.
at it like all it takes is that if he actually does get a takedown, Chimaev, that round is Chimaev. That round's Chimaev.
Sure, that round is, but then you get right back to your feet and you got to take him down again.
Right,
But
but
that-
then
That's where we're getting at. That's what I'm getting at is, can Chimaev's cardio withstand Strickland's pressure? He might not be able to get up. And if he doesn't, then he has to go round 2, round 3, round 4, round 5.
Look
and
at the
Strickland only
Dricus fight.
ever gets better.
Look at the Dricus fight. 5 rounds. He took him down every round. Didn't finish.
100%.
Strickland's not going to. Look, he's not going
No,
to
he's
get
not
taken
gonna-
down easily, and he's not going to.
No, that's what I'm saying.
He's gonna
Like,
work.
if Chimaev can
It's a great
withstand
fight. You
5
know what?
rounds of that sort of cardio, great.
Yeah.
I also don't know what his team looks like because he's at Santos Studios now.
I think he was just there for a media day, dude.
And he's still training there.
Where's
With
he
Armin and
training
them.
now?
He has a sick fucking camp, though,
Where
I will
is that?
say. He's with
I think he was just there for a media day.
no, he's still training there.
So he was there for a week. There's a podcast / jewelry company founded by MMA guys.
Yeah.
They built a studio. It's called Santos Studio. They do like merch and jewelry, and they keep flying guys out to like train at their gym. I think Armin was there.
Brennan Allen's
Brennan
there.
Allen was there.
Like, he's got like sick guys going there. to train
We're
with
way
him.
off topic here, but like he was training at some gym. Tristan thinks that's his full-time camp now. So
Well, I don't know. I'm
anyway,
going based on what
sick
I see.
fight. The UFC has been missing some big fights for a little while. I think that like the product may have gone down a little bit for the hardcores.
Do you think so?
Just for the hardcores. Like the hardcores may be missing the Connor, right? Like
I like, not that I disagree with you. I just think that UFC's in a turning point right now where their old stars are becoming old and retired.
Yeah.
And they're bringing up young guys. And there's always a farming system. That's why there's Dana White
Sure.
Contender Series. That's why there's all these leagues that bring these guys up. you got to give it a chance. Like, I think people are so quick to hate and judge, but you're not witnessing, like, you don't know who's fighting right now. Like, somebody on that card in the prelims that you didn't even know of or watch could be the next, who knows who. You just don't know.
There's waves. There's waves of like,
There is.
in any sport too. Like,
Yeah.
the
It's
NHL
just-
before Ovi and Sid was also in a bit of a lull. So
Of course.
Yeah.
But there's still stars in the upbringing. There's no
100%.
Conor McGregor today, but
Cody Kavanchek.
fucking, there
Do you
go.
guys think
Yeah.
there will be
He's-
I
another
know. He's
McGregor
nasty.
in the sport?
What's that? Sorry.
Do you think there will be another McGregor in the sport?
Not to that
No.
level.
No.
No, not to that
He's
level.
one of
Well,
one.
that's what I'm saying. So to counteract your point, I'm saying I agree with you, but I also disagree with you because we didn't even realize during that era of what we were watching. This is the
Okay, but do you
peak.
think there'll be another Lionel Messi? Do you think there'll be another LeBron James? Will there be another Michael Jordan?
I think
no,
there's a better.
no, and no.
I think there's a better chance.
Well,
than
look at
another
Wemby.
McGregor.
But Wemby's a completely different player,
Yeah,
completely
but-
different mindset,
Yeah.
completely different everything.
No,
But I also think the game changed within the UFC. Back then, it was all like strikers and shit, whereas now it's mostly Dagestani Russians who wrestle your fucking ass off. So you're not going to have that same level
Right.
of stardom that
I think
Connor kind of brought
regardless,
to the table.
Connor's one of one, man. Like in any sport,
Yeah.
anything,
100%,
like,
man.
you get one Connor in a lifetime, and that's the Muhammad Ali's, the Tysons, the
Exactly,
Connors.
yeah.
Like you only get those once every God knows how long.
Yeah.
Appreciate that when they're there because, like you said, like when Connor was in his prime, we didn't realize how special that was.
right.
Exactly.
How special it was to have.
But that's what I'm
a
saying
Connor.
about who knows right
Yeah,
now.
could be anyone.
You don't. It could be anyone, dude.
who I think right now,
Could be
to
Josh
be honest, is
Okay, well, it might not be, but you're right. It could be, but
my two right now is Ilya and his brother.
Yep.
his brother, a lot of people are high on.
Oh yeah.
Holy fuck, is that
Terrifying.
guy ever good? That guy's terrifying.
How old is he?
I think
Is
he's
he older? Or is he younger?
No, he's younger.
How old is Ilya's brother?
Look it up, Jamie.
Yeah,
What?
his brother's
Glad someone
nasty.
got that reference.
His brother's so good.
I think you got it too. He watches Rogan.
There you go.
I'm actually curious because is it his younger brother?
I think so. Yeah.
He's
His
he's
younger
scary,
brother.
man.
And Ilya's what?
He's 30.
His brother is 30.
No, Ilya's 30. No.
Look up Alexandre Topuria.
Now we're
Now. We need to know.
He's 30.
They're both.
Born in 1996.
How old's Ilya?
I don't
Even-
think
even 30
Ilya
or still
must
young.
be older than him.
He might not.
Yeah, I think Ilya's probably like 32.
He has to be.
Be. I feel
He
like
is 29.
Fuck. So that's
Alexandre's
his
older.
older brother.
Older brother.
Alexandre's older. Oh fuck.
Terrifying.
Yeah, he's scary.
Terrifying.
That guy's
Who did he just
terrifying.
fight?
He fought some scary motherfucker
Was it-
that was
Where
Where
coming
is
out.
he in the rankings? Is he up there?
He's not ranked.
No, he's not
He
ranked
doesn't
yet.
fight
He
that
barely, he
often.
barely fights. But when he does, it's like, holy shit.
He might. I don't want to say he's better because obviously, Ilya's
Ilya's
Ilya
nasty.
is
one of the
like-
greatest
Wow,
of
so
all
you're
time.
comparing him straight up to
they're,
Ilya.
well,
They're
they
the
fight
exact same fighter.
They're the same fighter.
Yeah.
So what's he doing? Like, is he?
I don't know.
He
doesn't
fights like
care?
once a year. Yeah, something like that.
When he
Oh,
does,
okay.
it's like I can't believe there isn't more hype around him.
These guys don't.
I would
Like,
totally agree.
That's a tough part. Like once you make it in a sense, like Ilya, like he had money before the UFC. Same with Armin.
Yeah.
Armin had money before the UFC.
Talk about a come up.
Yeah.
Armin's like social media presence right now.
Oh
is
yeah,
insane.
he's all over social
Yeah.
media. But like again, like you don't. They fight to just shut up everyone on social media
And I think
and get the
that's-
hype that they want.
And I think that's the problem with the UFC now is that these top end fighters get a little bit of clout and they totally switch route. So it's like
Do you blame them though?
I don't blame them, but that's the problem
Doesn't
with it. So it's like we'll never see like a guy like it's very so we'll never see. It's hard to find these guys that are like once they get a bag, they're going to continue on their journey. Right?
Of course, because why would you get socked in the face and kicked in the head?
It's hard to get out of silk sheets.
Yeah. Right? And it's like there's
That's perfect. Yeah, like what?
but it's like
The
it
fuck?
sucks
You
as
don't
a
need to. Why would you?
it sucks as a fan perspective because we're watching like when when's the last time you seen an Armin fight?
Dude, he hasn't fought.
The guy's, what is he?
Did he fight recently?
He's doing a bunch of fucking side quests.
Yeah, he's like
Yeah.
The guy's
last,
on
He's-
Wrath.
he's
He's
had-
like doing a
did
bunch
you
of
see
shit.
a great
Ilya?
time.
Did you see Ilya was like
Yeah, on
fucking chirping him
Helwani.
so hard on? Yeah.
Called
and
him- called him
Ilya
a
too.
retard.
Yeah.
And Ilya too.
Yeah, he's
Hold
like, you
on,
In his
retard.
broken ass accent.
Yeah, so
He's a retard.
Yeah.
So we have Armin doing fighting Aiden Ross.
Yeah.
We have Ilya. Okay, you got a divorce, bro. Big whoop. Okay, shit happens. But I'm saying, like, dude, like you're telling me you're not. Wouldn't that make you want to fight more? So it's like,
Yeah.
how long? Like you know, you're rich. You're fine. I'm sure another woman will be there.
Yeah.
Okay, fuck.
He's
Fight.
doing all right.
Fight. Like I'm sick of watching. We're waiting for the guy. We're waiting for the guy.
Well, you're seeing him in the White House.
Yeah.
Yeah.
June. It's not
Yeah.
that far away.
He's
No,
not-
I know, but
I
about
still don't
time.
think that's the fight to make.
No,
to
it's
be
not.
fair.
Well, it wasn't. It was supposed to be Ilya Islam,
Well, yeah.
which
So that's a
Which-
fight.
I'll let you give the prediction there.
I have Ilya.
You idiot.
I
have
honestly depends what weight class.
Bro, Ilya is not a natural anywhere near 70.
No, that's what. No.
No,
I agree with
if
you there. I'm
Islam,
saying
if Islam goes down back to
He's
where
not
he
going
was,
down, man.
because
they
he's
were both-
scared.
if they
Because
were
he's
both-
scared.
No,
if they
he's
were
just too
both
big.
If they were both natural lightweights, this is hypothetical. I would take Ilya.
Yes, and if
I'm with
because
you.
of the
and
weight
if
difference,
Mighty Mouse was the same size as John Jones, who are you taking? But we can't play this game
I'd still take John Jones. But
anyway.
No, I would take Mighty Mouse there.
I
But
think-
anyways.
We are so off track. The point is,
Yes.
point is, I've got Islam against Ilya
Same.
for sure.
I don't.
Okay.
I don't.
Well, who's favorite? Islam?
Well, they're not fighting.
Islam would be
but he
favorite.
would
Islam
be
would probably
favored.
be
I think it'd be
definitely
pretty close though.
favorite.
You're not gonna get Ilya plus odds.
You'll get
No.
even money on that.
we have to see Ilya. Like I'd like to see Ilya versus Armin first. I don't really give a fuck about
sure,
him fighting
yeah,
we
Gaethje.
got to see that one for sure.
Like that's
that
the one
one's
I
gonna
wanna
happen
see.
before Islam.
I don't even know if
Armin's
that's
doing whatever the fuck he
That's
wants
what I'm
right now.
saying. It's
Yeah.
like, are we going to see these great guys fight, or is it?
Yeah, we'll see him.
I would s-
It's gonna take a bit.
I would
But
say, but I kind of fuck with what Armin's doing, to be honest.
Yeah,
like I
he's-
kind of like the Raph, like the side quest that he's doing with Raph.
But you respect it on like but you're not a fan.
You're also not going to watch
The
it.
thing is you're a fan, but you're also like you understand it,
I understand
right?
it,
You're a fighter yourself. You know, great for him.
but I understand it because the side quest that he's doing is going to help him for when he actually competes.
Right.
So I genuinely, I respect it. Like I actually like what Raph is doing. Like they just signed Shmaev. Like that's fucking gangster.
Yeah.
Like what they're doing is sick.
Dana was not happy about that.
of course,
No?
he's cursing in his
Yeah,
fucking 100%.
Yeah.
Because it makes them look stupid. If he's active in another league, why is he not active in
Yeah.
the biggest league right now?
Right.
Like
Not wrong there.
It's not.
either.
It's not a great look.
it's a terrible look.
Yeah.
It's a fucking terrible. If he's active to fight,
Yeah.
why is he not fighting for you?
Yeah.
Number one, you could be making money.
Is he booked?
Who?
Hamza.
No,
No,
For
right?
what?
I don't think so. No,
Does he have a UFC fight lined up?
no, I don't think so.
Why
Yeah.
he's fighting
Yeah, he's
Strickland?
fighting
Oh, Strickland,
Strickland.
Strickland,
Yeah.
May 9. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mixed them and Ankalaev. I don't know.
Just a bunch of mountain monsters.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure. You can
Yeah.
call him that.
So it's going to be for me, and that it's going to be the new wave after the Dagestanis.
Yeah.
So it's like they're dominating now. What's next? Are we going back? Is the game going to be?
Dagestanis.
yeah, right. Is it going to be Dagestanis for a
Yes,
long period of
think so.
time?
Oh yeah.
Oh, you're convinced of
Oh
that?
yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
It's not even gonna be close.
Wow.
Yeah. Won't even be close.
But is that because everyone's going to transition to that side, or there's just more of them coming?
There's more of them coming.
More
I feel
of
like there's more of them on the
Oh, yeah.
streets of Dagestan that could be top 5 UFC guys than there are like top talent around the world.
This could be a hot take,
Fuck.
and a lot of people will probably disagree with me, but I think the UFC now they're doing UFC BJJ,
Yeah.
which is like they're at like number 9. Brazilian Jiu Jitsu is like UFC as a league now,
Yeah.
with the pit and the whole thing.
Yeah.
If I'm the UFC, you remember you were talking about departments in your business?
Yeah.
I'm making more departments. I'm doing MMA and then
Kickboxing.
kickboxing,
Yeah.
wrestling, and then BJJ. You're already half in the bag
Yeah.
with BJJ. Why don't you make a fucking division for all these guys that just want to fucking wrestle?
Dana's
and then the
talking
guys that
about
want to do a little bit of both,
Yeah.
this is MMA.
Because I think that it's too much, man. Like it's just too much to manage.
It's a
'Cause
lot to
he's-
manage, but it's
he's
don't tell
doing-
me that money's a problem.
But like
Don't tell
who's-
me that people find
Who's
it is a
watching
problem.
Mikey Musumeci grapple some guy that no
No,
one's seen. Like
exactly.
no one's
No.
watching that shit. People,
Exactly.
I mean, I would because I'm a fucking fan,
Right,
but no,
but
but your
you're
average
not
Joe
the-
Blow is not going to fucking
Exactly.
Okay,
watch
but they're
that.
not selling out T-Mobile Arena. You're putting them in the
Yeah,
Apex to
but
wrestle.
for
Go
Yeah,
what?
wrestle in
but
the
then
Apex.
their bag is not going to be the same. Why would they make?
So,
But also,
don't wrestle. You want to go
then you
into.
take out wrestling
bro, we're
completely.
still at the point where people are
Well,
booing.
I mean, you can't. You gotta lay some sort of ground rules.
Dana
won't
does
work.
have his hands in a bunch of buckets already, though. Like,
And
he's got
boxing
he's
shit.
got boxing,
And he's got Zuffa boxing.
BJJ, he's
Yeah.
got the slap shit, and then he's got
the
fighting.
slap shit.
Sorry, that's the only way I can fucking
You know, I
describe
went to
that.
one of those, right?
I feel sorry for
It
you.
was fun.
They're
me,
fun.
me and Mike went to Power Slap.
I mean, I'd go
Power
watch
slap.
it. Sure, I just
Yeah.
get
A year
shit
and a half
faced and
ago.
watch it.
We thought
They're
it was like
fun.
this like nonsense event. So me and Mike showed up in like shorts and a t-shirt. People are dressed to the nines
Well, it's
for
only
Power
famous
Slap.
people.
Yeah, it's only famous people.
Yeah. Well, we were
had no
there
idea.
Super Bowl weekend.
Yeah.
Was it like 2 years ago, 3 years ago? And one of the UFC guys like called and was like, "You guys want to come? Like, we got extra tickets because you can't buy a ticket.
No.
It's not a ticketed event. Like, you have to like know someone. We go in there and it's like Jose Bautista is like two
Yeah.
rows in front of us. Tom Brady, Charles Barkley's like everyone's just in there. Like all the Nelk boys are in there. Like everyone's in there, and it's like, who the fuck? Why are we here
Yeah.
right now?
It doesn't
Like,
make sense, but it's
it's
fun to
so
watch
weird.
live.
All you could eat, all you could drink, like just like a fucking like a house league soccer amount of fans, but just famous people.
To be fair, obviously I would never watch it on my free time. When you're there, it's very hard to look away. It's like watching like a car crash.
Yeah,
Like,
it's
You're just watching some dude that's inevitably about to be slapped in the face as hard as he can. Like there is no other
it's
outcome
funny. It's funny.
than this guy's about to get bitch slapped on broadcast television. It's fucking awesome.
Yeah.
You're waxed out of your mind. You've
Yeah.
had 30 drinks. You're partying with the Nelk boys. You got Jose Bautista sitting 2 rows from
That's
you.
what it is.
And you're like, let's watch this guy get slapped in the face as hard as humanly possible.
It's
And then
it's-
they're backstage like warming up for the slaps.
Yeah.
That's my favorite.
The warm ups are
That's
hilarious.
honestly,
yeah.
I
that's
don't know
my
how you
favorite
train
thing.
for that shit.
You don't.
You don't.
You don't.
Well, it's just your jaw. No, is there any
There's
training?
no
No, it's just how
training, you just-
stupid are you to where you want to get slapped in the face. That's the way I look at it.
like okay, so like if you were to compare it to like UFC, like
No,
You
you,
can't.
you fly someone in, you got a training partner, someone similar to your build or the guy you're fighting with.
Yeah.
What do you do for power
Here's how you
slap?
train. You slap a pad and get drunk as fuck. That's
Yeah.
the way that I
Well,
would
did you see the
train.
guy that
But
got
if you're
flagged
drunk,
for
you're gonna
coke?
drop.
Oh, he was
Yeah, there's a guy that got flagged.
You gotta probably
Cocaine
be as
use.
sober as you
Really?
can.
Yeah, fair.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like if you're drunk, you're like just put me to bed.
I think we should reenact it right here. We should
Power
host a
slap?
break talk power slap. All right, Tristan against Adam, go. First match. We'll see how that one
Adam
goes.
would probably win that one. To be
Yeah,
honest,
I'm not good. We're not testing.
Well, there's that one guy that got flagged for cocaine use. First of all, I'm shocked that they were testing.
I'm very
They
shocked
test
that-
for that? Dude, they tested. Some guy was hopped up on coke for his power slap match. And like, this is unacceptable.
Really? What's acceptable?
It's like they're slapping each other. Who
Willingly you
cares?
get slapped
yeah.
in the face? Like
Yeah.
I feel like there's gotta
That's
be
the only
something
thing that would
involved.
get me
and then
by.
there's Paige Van Zandt is like, I want to do that. I'll watch that.
but my question: if they're not
We're gonna have
charging
to cut
for
that one.
tickets, how do they profit the organization, or they just don't give a fuck?
Well, it's the money on the mat. It's like commercials. It's sponsorship. It's
Viewership on
okay.
It's all that. And at the end of the day, it's almost like I don't want to use the word money wash, but it's like they structure Power Slap on like Friday nights or like Saturday night before a big event.
Oh, it's just like a
so
prelim event.
So it's like everybody's in town in Vegas. Like okay, Conor McGregor versus Max Holloway, International Fight Week, Saturday night. What's happening Friday night? Power Slap. So whoever's there and is going in attendance that's popular is going to that event because they're already there.
It's just
So
like
it's a
little,
party.
Yeah, yeah.
It's that's all it is.
It's a party, and the entertainment is people slapping each other.
That's all it is.
Yeah.
And Dana thought it was a great idea, and he's slowly realizing that
He's
it's
done
not
all right for
panning
himself.
out for the UFC.
He's done all right. I think he can
Yeah,
do
I
whatever
think
the fuck
Dana
he
can
wants.
do whatever the fuck he wants. If he wants a power
Well, he
slap.
said it was going to be bigger than the UFC.
That was crazy.
I'm not going to
Beyond.
question Dana, but I think he's off on that. But like, it's Dana White, right? He's
Yeah.
he's a
Yeah.
brilliant
Anyone that
man.
can throw a $250,000 per blackjack hand can do whatever the fuck they want.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That shit's crazy.
I mean,
I've seen it.
Really? Is he
There's a-
stressing? It was like,
I wasn't there for that long, but like
Oh.
I was at the hotel where off the strip there's like a casino that apparently plays at a lot. And like, I wanted to go to the private room to play a little bit of high limit, which like,
Did you bring a camera to get in there?
No, man, I fucking walked in that time. Bring $100 and they'll let you in.
Always lives in the casino.
Yeah, I do enjoy a little bit of casino time. All right. Thank you for putting me on blast and leaving me alone.
That's all right. So do I.
Tristan fucking left me at the casino alone the other week.
Well, it's because I got fucking rinsed, so I just left.
So he just left. He lost his money. He's like, okay, you can stay here by yourself. And that was stupid.
Well, that's because I'm going to walk around and want to spend more fucking money. And we've already established I spend enough.
You do spend a lot.
Exactly.
Sounds like a smart partner.
Nope. Honestly, never am.
Now you bet pretty big. You ego gamble.
Oh, I definitely ego gamble.
He gambles like he wrestles. If he loses like one hand,
I just get
he's like,
pissed
oh
off.
fuck it, I have to go all in.
Mm.
Man, we're here for a long time, not a good time.
You know,
Well,
I just,
both, hopefully.
Terrible.
rarely
gambler.
happens.
Terrible.
I just
gambler.
throw everything that I have in one hand and hope for the best. Never goes my way.
Wow.
And then he
That
goes,
sounds ideal.
then he goes, he's like, I hate the casino. I'm a terrible gambler. I'm like, yeah, I couldn't agree more. You're the worst gambler I've ever met.
Agreed.
Guys, thank you so much for coming on the pod. Dear Combat, Tristan and Mike, thank you for your time and your experiences and sharing that stuff. A lot of great insight. It was great talking to you guys. We see you guys on personal levels, a business level, and now you're in the break talk, and it's been great. So thank you so much for guys for coming on.
Thanks
Really
for having us,
appreciate
And
Thanks for
quickly,
having us.
where can they find you for any social media and stuff like that?
At Dear Combat, we rarely post. We should. We will have stuff coming out soon because we've had a busy few months, but we'll be more active on social. We'll start sharing some stuff. But appreciate you guys having us.
Perfect.
It's nice chatting properly instead of just at fight week.
it. All right,
Perfect.
thanks,
Thank
boys.
you guys.
Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Break